degrees downtown, heading for a high. Well, that is what the weatherman says, but we've already been to 21 today, so we blew that out of the water earlier on. Think it's going to be that again in a wee while. It is Thursday, September the 12th, and you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And right after this, we're going to be joined by Tony True himself. See the little puppy in the background, and I think that's the house executive that popped in there as well, and we'll get right to that right after this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 10 after 10 o'clock, 16 degrees, not bad. Not bad, it's going to be clear, and I think we're going to get up around 21. Again, we've already climaxed at that already, but I think we're going to go back there. Thursday, September the 12th, and absolutely elated. Thank you for everybody joining us this morning on Facebook Live, and believe me, Tony, you will get a copy of everything we do. But we're joined today, coming out of Ottawa, Canada, Tony True. Glad to have you with us, Tony.
Thank you very much, Grant. Great to be here.
You know, we've been playing you now for a couple of months, and we've got a little confused by the title track that we're going to be playing today, Diesel Dave. And we actually, and I've got to be honest with you, we first associated it with the internet TV series, The Diesel Brothers. Of course, Diesel Dave on there. We thought, you know, you were emulating him. At one stage, there was a rumour that maybe he's going to be here, and he was singing it. Not so true, and I don't want to take Tony True and the True word in vain here, but believe me, we have been getting a huge response for Diesel Dave since we've been playing it, and literally we play you in about 3 or 4 shows, including the breakfast show. I play you almost every morning in the breakfast show. We get that many requests for you. So we put you in there. Gotta say a big hello to Selena Pinky Sims, your manager. Works tirelessly for her clients, don't you think?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Pinky.
Now, at the same time, got to ask you, what's the name of the puppy you got in the background?
That's Danny, the black dog.
Brilliant. Yeah, I believe.
It's on Facebook page too.
That's cool. I like that. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of security guard dogs here that roam the property and everything like that. But they get a little bit boisterous when they decide to come into the studio, and they like to be a part of the interview sometimes, if you know what I mean. So we've got to remove them out of there. But having said that, now let's do a little rundown on you, my friend. You're a singer-songwriter and producer. Traditional country music is where your heart is at. You've been performing since the early 80s and performed in many establishments in Ottawa. You used to have the Tony True and the True Tones. I think I remember this. I'm not kidding you. The name really rings a bell. It really does. Now, you've been you created that over 20 years ago, and of course, through the years, band members have changed. It does happen, doesn't it?
Obviously, yeah.
Now, your influences are Dwight Yoakam, Elvis Presley, Hank Williams Sr., not Junior, Hank Williams Sr. I'm sure Junior's in there as well. And Merle Haggard, Buck Owens is in there as well. And you have a record label, Tone Law Records. And you also mentioned, of course, the Ottawa Valley Country Music Hall of Fame, the Valley Heritage Radio. So you're quite comfortable with radio.
Yeah, pretty much, I would say so.
Nice. Well, I bet you what. I will lay you hands down that your radio station doesn't get as many listeners as mine.
I would guarantee that, and it doesn't get as many requests for Diesel Dave as you've had, I can tell you that.
It's gone ballistic, it really has. But before we get into that, my friend, one of the most popular questions that we have for you is, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? And more importantly, if people do you respond?
Of course. On all those, I also have a website, tonytrue.ca, and you can contact me through one of those places.
Nice. Now, at the same time, I presume you're on Spotify and iTunes, all of those, so that we can go and buy your music there?
Yes, sir. That's for sure.
Now, what?
You can listen to it, get streamed all the time.
Nice. Now, what about a website? Can we go there as well? Can we hook up with your music there? And do you have a merch store?
So I don't have a merch store as far as anything other than the music goes. I have a Bandcamp site where the music goes right now. I'm actually kind of in the works of putting everything together so that it's all on one site. So the music will be on one site. And merch that I happen to have in the future will all be put there.
Nice. Now, I do know that you've been writing songs forever. You must, well, it says here about 70 songs so far. But a little secret, my friend, is that I'm quite partial to gospel. I've got to be honest with you. And you've done a gospel album.
I did do a gospel album in 2016.
Now, tell me a little bit about that. What made you do a gospel album?
Well, my wife is from Nova Scotia here in Canada, and we go down there every year for the Hank Snow tribute. So Hank Snow, you probably remember that name, and this past year was the 29th year, but in 2016, down and the year before, I played at a church at her aunt's neighborhood, and people were so receptive and so wanting to talk to him. I thought, I should do a gospel. Not that I was going to do one anyway, so I used their church as the cover for the album, and I picked a bunch of songs that I like and a few that my wife likes, and I wrote one song called Stand By Me, and I wrote it actually for a few years for an Elvis impersonation, and then he wrote for it, so I figured out I'll put a shot and see how that goes. So
Nice. Now, at the same time, you just mentioned the wife. I presume she's in the background there somewhere.
Yes. In the background.
Why not get her to poke her head in and say hi to New Zealand?
Yeah, come on in there. This is my wife, Mary. She's actually singing on Diesel Dave, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. This is Laura.
Nice to meet you. Of course, DJ Grant here and the rest of the staff in the background. Very, very talented man. You must be very proud.
Oh, yes. I'm very proud of him.
Very, very cool. And of course, you got the puppy there as well. What breed of puppy is that?
Benny is a Spaniel and a Yorkie.
Okay.
And apparently the Yorkie was the pet.
Fair enough too. Now, Dave, I'm going to, Tony, I'm going to ask you very, very quickly about Diesel Dave. What brought you to the lyrics of this?
Well, Diesel Dave is an actual trucker that I met once, actually only, but his wife, or his female companion, I suppose, Shirley, was part of the Ottawa Valley Country Music Hall of Fame board of directors, as was I. And so Diesel Dave came about because we were sitting around before the meeting, and she kept talking about Diesel Dave this and Diesel Dave that. And I stopped her and I said, Diesel Dave, who's Diesel Dave? And she's like, that's my man, my guy. I'm like, Diesel Dave is his name? And she's, yeah, he's a trucker. Everything he owns is diesel. Even his lawnmower is diesel. We're very proud of that fact, actually. And so I said, do you think that he meant I used his name in a song? And it's, just got a great ring to it, right? And she said, no, no problem at all. He would love that. So, a year or so later, I wrote the song and sent it out to them. They really liked it. And I really like the song myself, too. It's one of those things where I try to make it as much as I could. I throw back to the 70s trucking sound, right?
Absolutely. I fully understand, and believe me, when I first heard it, I thought, this is great for our show. Literally, and I got to be honest with you, Tony, it's not easy to be able to get an interview with us here at Galaxy. Barbara controls pretty much everything there, that's for sure, but she gets about 30 to 50 bands a day getting in touch with her. Then it goes through a process, and it's quite an involved process with the production team, then a board, because they got to approve everything. Me, at the end of the day, I get the final say, yes or no, whether I'm going to do the interview. So I listen to it in my car when nobody else can influence my decisions, if you know what I mean. But I have no power, literally. I'm told what I've got to do, like everybody else. But the power here, literally, is actually in Barbara's hands. I got to be honest with you. And she says to me, Grant, the board has only approved one song. But would you listen to it and see what you think? We kind of feel that this would be good for the station. So I'm out in the middle of nowhere, literally. We're stuck in between three major cities, a little milling town, and maybe about 4,000 to 7,000 people. And I go driving. and listen to it in my car. And I'm sitting there. Suddenly, I'm looking in the mirror, and well, there's some red and blue lights there behind me, and I'm sort of maybe I was enjoying the song a little bit too much. No, don't, because it's happened before. I'm sure by now the police are actually out there waiting for me to go out and start listening to music. It really has. But
your toes tapping, your toes tapping, hitting the gas pedal, that's all.
Yeah, but that's bunny hopping. I just like hitting the gas pedal. Do it once and make sure of it. That's me around these roads, that's for sure. But having said that, it's all about the enjoyment of the music, if you know what I mean. And if I'm getting that kind of reaction, literally, I know that I'm going to get a huge reaction from our listeners. Now, just been told, stats, 3,517 requests to date.
Wow.
So that's a healthy score, my friend. It really, really is.
You flew me, you tell me that one.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, as I said, we have you in a number of shows. People listen. They really do. They want to know more about Tony, and of course they want to know about the song itself. Now, where did you get this produced?
I did it right here in my studio, actually, where I'm sitting, literally where I'm sitting.
Okay, because I'm an engineer by trade myself. I've been doing it now for 30, too long at the other end of 30 years, literally. And I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it. I listen to music as an engineer. You break it down in its increments, everything like that. And I really, really couldn't fault this. I thought, maybe one of the bigger recording studios has produced this.
No, it was definitely here in my little office.
Well, I got to congratulate you, because you literally are right there with the quality. It's absolutely stunning. Got to ask you though, House of Blues? Tell me about House of Blues on your T-shirt.
I wrote this purposely because it's a music shirt, and this was a gift from friends of ours who went to the House of Blues and come to Cleveland, and they got this shirt for me.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to snap you on this one, because a good friend of ours that we have here, and believe me, we play his music all the time, Prairie Fire. It's a subliminal thing, if you know what I mean. When people look at these videos, they have a look at this, they go and check out who the artist is, and before you know it, you've got another 5,000 Facebook fans. It really is. It works. It really does work. So I tell you what, if you ever consider getting a couple of T-shirts together, toss me one. I'd be more than honoured to be able to do interviews and put your brand up there as well.
Will do, sure.
Nice. And I will also say to you, how about tossing us a couple of CDs? We could do a competition and keep Tony True rolling here at Galaxy. There's a good idea.
No problem. I'll definitely get that information from Basil when we're done and firing off some material.
Nice. And make sure that Pinky is happy with everything there as well, because we would certainly love to be able to have Pinky as a good ally, and we don't want to have her saying to me, no, you can't have these CDs, you're going to have to wait until the new one comes out, something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. We love Pinky, we really, really do. So, without further ado, right here at Galaxy 107 FM, here is Tony True, Diesel Dave. Oops.
Hi, Scott.
How you feeling there, bro? You alright?
Oh yeah, awesome. I'm not sure what it was. Something swinging. It looks like it's something swinging around. I feel like it's going to hit you in the head. It's kind of like like a boomerang.
That's Barbara with that lethal weapon of hers, which is called a phone wand, a selfie stick.
Yeah. I kept seeing it and thinking, oh, he's going to wear that.
Believe me, it's nothing unusual. It really isn't. She can be quite deadly with the thing. I wouldn't want to get into an upset with her. She would wield it like a weapon.
So, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you happen to know a mate from Australia named Adam Price?
Adam Price?
I may do.
The name does sound familiar, but I can't say I know him personally.
Well, I think him and a buddy do a duo called Blue Water Country.
No, that sounds familiar. I'll tell you what, we'll have to research that one, but You see, we're over the ditch from Australia.
I've got a message from Pinky. She says, it sounds great. Can Grant mention the video? It was shot all across Canada by truckers.
Will do, Pinky. We'll absolutely do that for you. Absolutely.
Now to get it
and by the way, Pinky, thank you for your conversation this morning. Welcome to the Galaxy family. For the first time, we managed to get a Skype address for Pinky. I was elated.
Oh, awesome.
You know, so now we can have a chat together and know what's coming up with different artists, stuff like that. Yeah, makes it easier. Makes it easier.
The reason I asked about Adam was because he recorded that gospel song I mentioned to you, Stand By Thee.
Oh, okay.
Recorded it about 2 or 3 years ago, actually.
Right, right. Let's go back to the desk, I'm being told. That's right, you're right, here we go. See, 107 FM, 26 after 10 o'clock. I get a little feedback happening. 16 degrees downtown, the weatherman wins at the moment, but I think we're going to go a lot higher by, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this afternoon. I think about 21 degrees is going to be about right. Thursday, September the 12th, absolutely elated to be joined by the man himself, Tony True, the Diesel Dave voice, and sings the Diesel Dave anthem, I think. But at the same time, now I've had your manager on the Facebook thing talking to us. Of course, we're talking about Selena Pinky Sims, and she wanted to know about the video. Tell us all about the video. Now, I gather it's been up and down the country.
Yeah, well, Pinky put all that together. So basically, she had a lot of access from other truckers and some personal stuff that she basically filmed herself. A lot of it was filmed by Pinky. A lot of it was done by hand with a road. And so she did that, and she also had a lot of other truckers submit stuff that they provided, and it was awesome. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, I know that place. It's like I have friends and families telling me, "Oh, I've been there." It's so cool.
She's got her fingers in a lot of pies, doesn't she? She's a gem, isn't she?
Yeah.
Sure. That's brilliant. It really, really is brilliant. Didn't realise that, Pinky, and well done. You got a career in that. If you don't do anything else, try that one as well. That's pretty good, because believe me, I've seen the video. I really have. At the same time, my friend, that kind of wraps it up for us for today. But when you've got some new stuff, how would you like to pass it back our way via Pinky, of course, and see if we can come back with another interview in the near future? What do you reckon?
Sounds good. Sounds awesome, actually.
I really, just before we go, though, got to congratulate you for the song, and including having your lovely wife involved in that.
Yeah. Well, she's the background singer in the nice echoes there of Diesel Dave.
Well, I tell you what, you released the song June the 22nd this year. Now you've released it to the world. You guys are world famous now.
Well, thanks to Galaxy FM, of course.
Absolutely.
I believe listeners can't be wrong.
Exactly. And I'd hate to buy each one of them a beer, to be honest with you. But we're going to have to wrap it up there for now. But please, Tony, come back again. We would love to be able to hear your new work in the near future and follow your career as you go through into infamousy and be one of the top country artists of Canada. So, oh, by the way, did you watch the Canadian Country Music Awards the other day?
I did not, sir.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, very, very interesting, that one. Don't forget the BCCMAs are coming up next month as well.
Yep.
So I can see you in the near future actually picking up a few of those awards. I know you've got a few nominations in the past from different places, but literally one of those is going to pick up on you very, very shortly. I can see that.
Thanks very much.
Anyway, don't go anywhere just yet, Tony, because we do have a couple of other things to do, but right now you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Good morning.
Coward.